So you go this side, fine.
For some reason it's counting down from 1 minute to 30 seconds. So I'm guessing that that's probably why it stopped. Because
Is it?
yeah.
That's because it's been recording for ages. Have you already pressed this?
No, I just literally just pressed it and it started from 1 minute 30.
You do it 1 minute 30 seconds windows.
Right.
My big time is saved for later.
Got that.
You're going to lose track of these memory cards.
No, I'm not. I'm watching again, aren't I? No. Yeah, here we go, we're back up to 20 minutes again. Right. So there's some here and there. That might be the reason why it stopped then. Because it's
Because it had a limit amount of time. Yeah. Yeah.
Freezing now. Do you trust that chair that much? When they hit you?
Yeah, basically. Just, on the middle bit where it ribs joint. I swear.
Bring it on.
Click or something.
Bring it on.
We need to hit the other side then.
No,
So
you
push
push
it
it
back
back middle.
through. No, hit the back.
Let's make it worse.
Hit the back and then push it all back through and hit it back out again. Right, I'll let you press record. This is still recording, which is always a good thing. Right, ready? This side. You pressed it? Okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to use Monty for the next part. So we're going to look at, again, carrying on with the left leg forwards and the right hook coming in. So when he has the left leg forwards and he's bringing that right hook up to come around and he's coming around his body is already started and he's facing towards my right hand side, my left hand side. So as he comes around this way, this is when I would hit into the face. Okay, so it's not so much of an issue. Again, we're looking to start with, so when he does that, I have to have this arm up just yet. I want to get used to the idea that when he comes in, that I can hit this way. So again, here, this one, this is going to miss me. So in and then hit. Good. So come in a little bit. We're looking for a little bit of a tighter hook. That's it. Thank you. So again, and then I hit this. Get your damn hand out of the way and suck it up. So again here, then hits like so. So this one is up just as a precaution for now. We're going to add in what it's actually doing in a second. So again, hits this way. Cool. Going, hit. That's it. Thank you. So again, hits like so. So he's coming in for the big, that's it. There we go. So again, hits like so is what I'm looking to do. So he does and hits. Again, he does, and this one goes through. So he's coming in with a lot of caution, which is what's happening right now. So let's start again. Good, then comes in, and then in like this. This one comes through, this one hits too. There's nothing stopping you from looking at this idea to take the person down and then finishing like so. So I've got my knee on his head. Oh, sorry. I've got my knee on his head and my knee on his hip to stop him from hitting. So again, he comes in, boom, this way. So again, this can obviously be pulled back, ready with the knee up into the head and then the kick into the back of the calf, or the back of the leg, which is the calf. So here, hits 2, follow through this way, boom, boom, and then carrying on to look for the control. So, you right? Good. So, quickly moving this way. So that covers a little bit of what I'm looking for, what you should be looking for when it comes to having the left leg forwards, and then they're coming in with this one. I'm going to be going this direction. So if he hits me with the right hook as he's got this leg forward, do it for me, then I'm going to be looking at going this side as he steps in. Now if he changes it and looks to go for the left hook as I'm going forward to hit with this one, so this hand is looking to hit this side for me again. So as he does, he's coming in and he does this, so he changes it. Instead of using this one, he changes it and hits me with the left. So, like so. So it comes in and does, then I can still fire this arm through. So it's still in a position where I can change it to cover myself, and he's gone underneath to then follow up with this hand. Okay, so and this going into his face. So this arm forward, he's coming through to hit with this one, but he changes it at the last minute and then goes for the other arm, or the left arm. So I would be looking at stepping to the outside of my right leg to hit his face into this side. But if he, as I said, if he changes, then comes in with this one, there's nothing stopping me from then firing this arm out so that it covers me. So he might then hit into the side of me to send me this direction, as opposed to hitting me in the face. But if I'm solid and, in my stance and I'm hitting with this one straight afterwards, then I will be taking his balance, so at that point he will be losing power. So as I said before, we look at taking their balance mentally or psychologically, and we're going to look at taking their balance physically so that we can be in a better position to be able to knock the person out. So let's move on. Again, now this time we're going to look at having just straight away that he's going to come in with the right hook, and he has the right leg forwards. So we're standing here this way, and then, as I said before, we're looking from a preemptive position. So I'm making sure I've got my heels off the floor. So previous video I did mention about that I'm off of the floor. So just really to cover that part, I'm not levitating. Here this way, I've got my heels off of the floor. He's got his arms up. He's literally going to look at stepping forward and then going for that big hook, which I force my arm forwards and basically into the crease here to fire the arm into the bicep to kill the arm a little bit, and then, or a lot, depending on how hard you go in and how relaxed your arm is when you hit, and obviously how hard they come at you as well. So again, he comes in, and then I can fire this forward, and then look at my attack this way. At which point, again, I can step forward, and then go for the hit here. I can look at, stay there for a second, once I've hit here, I can look at kicking into his left leg, or I can be looking at kicking into the right leg. Well, based on how he is right now, it's not going to make a massive difference. To get the most effect, in a sense of your outcome being that I want to do damage to the person, then probably, or my suggestion would be to go for kicking into the opposite leg. So when he's here this way, fire this forwards, step in, then go for that kick into that other leg. I'm not going to do it right now because I want to use him again for other videos to help you. So arms are up, fires this forwards, hits him like so. So all of my focus is going into stopping this hook from hitting me. Hits him forward, kicks like so, takes him down this way, and I've got the control. So right here now I've got his arm is kind of bent over his arm is bent over my knee, so I've got his hip control as well, so I can still punch. If he does start to wriggle a little bit, this is where I can change and use my knee. So I can push my hand onto his face, and I can use my knee, okay? Yeah. Good. I can use my knee to push down onto the guy's head, so then I can still carry on with my attack and stop him from thinking about hitting me. Go down for me, facing this way. As I said, when I am down in this position, if he's facing how he is now, when if he starts to wriggle or anything, I want to cover, my idea is that I want to cover his eyes and turn his face towards the floor before I put my knee on his head. So basically what I'm doing is pushing my body weight into my knee and through the back of his head, and then the person's face would be then sort of squashing onto the floor. Normally the floor would be concrete or tarmac or something, and even on this nice padded floor for practicing on, he still has an element of uncomfortable pain, I guess you could say. So here this way, pushes down on like so. When they're tapping your knee, then obviously it's giving you a good clue that he's wants you to stop or he's in pain. So quick recap. The positioning of the body is better to understand than the techniques of what to use. So how he is right now, his body is facing this direction. So there's absolutely no way, and especially with the range that we're at, that I would be looking at going this side and turning and then using my futsal to punch and send his jaw across this side. I just would never do it because I have to go too far to get the result. So when he goes to do it, I'm going to be looking at stepping through this way. So I'm going to be looking at stepping and then firing my arm forwards. If, as I said, if he's turned his body, it doesn't even matter if he's got his legs the other way. Swap your legs for me. And then face your body. So now he's facing that way. So kind of giving the impression that he's coming in with this big haymaker or this big hook to come into you. So now I have a chance of going this side because his body is facing across this side of my body. So it's easier for me to get there. There's nothing wrong with still going in and doing this, but it's easier to go that side than it is when his body is facing that way. So work with your partner, get them to lead it for you, so that one time they're facing this way, one time they're facing the other way, and then build up with it as well. So you're, as in that you're kind of tricking each other. So if I'm going to do to Monty, I'm stand here this way, which side would you go? Cool. So yes. He can go this side, that's fine, but it's probably going to be better for him to go this way, because if I'm coming in like this, then he would step straight this direction, straight away there, so he gets away from the hook. So if I'm standing here and I'm like this now, which way would you go? Yeah, so then we just change it and then mix it up so he gets the idea. So different ways. Obviously we have, as we said previously in the video, I have different opportunities in the sense that I'm wide awake and then can charge straight in. It's a last minute thing, and like you see it just at the very last sort of second, and you have to do some sort of quick emergency to survive in a sense. And then you have that I've not got anything happening, so I need to step out of the way. So the last minute sort of survival to the step out of the way is very, very close towards each other timing wise. So sometimes I would suggest, from again my opinion, is that if I am here this way and he comes in with a hook, and then I need to step back. I didn't need to step back that far then because he is a little bit out of range. So he would step in this way, so again sort of step in. So he's come forward, so now I'd step back at an angle, so now I can come in and look to do my follow-up attack. So work with it, see how you get on with it. Ping me in any questions that you have as well. I have no problem with, we can do more videos with helping you with those. Leave some comments below, hit like as well please, and I'll see you on the next video.